Have you ever found yourself standing in the pet food aisle, confused whether to get wet food or dry food for your Shih Tzu? Which one's better? Well, let's find out. Both wet food and dry food are formulated for complete nutrition for your Shih Tzu. However, both have their own pros and cons. Let's have a look at them. The pros and cons of dry food. First, let's talk about the good stuff when it comes to dry food, also known as kibble. Dental health. One advantage of dry food is that it can help keep your Shih Tzu's teeth clean. The crunchy texture helps scrape off plaque and tartar as they chew. Easy storage. Dry food is easy to store and has a longer shelf life than wet food, which makes it convenient for you. Portion control. It's easier to measure and control portions with dry food, so you can make sure your Shih Tzu is getting the right amount of food. But there are some downsides to dry food too. Dry food doesn't have as much moisture as wet food, so your Shih Tzu might not be getting enough hydration, especially if they don't drink a lot of water. Some dogs find dry food less tasty than wet food, which could be an issue if your Shih Tzu is a picky eater. Now let's move on to the wet food. Wet food, also known as canned or moist food, has its own set of benefits. Hydration. Wet food has a higher moisture content, which helps keep your Shih Tzu hydrated and supports their overall health. More appealing. Many dogs find wet food more appetizing than dry food, so it might be a better option for picky eaters. Easier to chew. Wet food is softer and easier for your Shih Tzu to chew, which can be especially helpful for older dogs or those with dental issues. However, there are some drawbacks to wet food as well. Wet food doesn't provide the same dental benefits as dry food, so you'll need to be more diligent about brushing your Shih Tzu's teeth. Wet food doesn't last as long as dry food and needs to be refrigerated once opened, which might be less convenient for you. Apart from that, wet food can be more expensive than dry food, especially if you're feeding a high-quality brand. So, which type of food is better for your Shih Tzu? Well, the answer really depends on your dog's individual needs and preferences, as well as your budget and lifestyle. If your Shih Tzu enjoys both wet and dry food, a mix of both might be a good option. You can give them dry food in the morning and wet food in the evening, or mix a little wet food into their dry food to make it more appealing. When it comes to affordability, dry food is generally cheaper than wet food. However, it's important to choose a high-quality food that meets your Shih Tzu's nutritional needs, so don't just pick the cheapest option. You might need to try a few different brands and types of food to find the one that works best for your pup. Remember, the most important thing is to provide your Shih Tzu with a balanced and nutritious diet that supports their overall health and well-being. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more Shih Tzu care videos. See ya!